Hey there folks, welcome you all to a quick cheap little vlog of mine. I've not said hello for a little while, have I? So I've not been doing my podcasts and I've not been doing any vlogs, and I thought, well, I've had a mad day today, and a week was, well, I got a fair bit of recording in for you guys with Titan Quest, so I've done a fair bit of Titan Quest. You've got Titan Quest parts coming until Sunday, so, and I'll get more recorded over the weekend, so that's cracking on nicely. I've had one of those weeks where, you know, when the world is just against you, people. Yeah, just ridiculous, right? This is going to be kind of a little bit of gaming and a little bit of just my life. And it's going to be quite a short vlog. But I had, over the last couple of weeks, I've had a new boiler fitted because my boiler was broken it's been broken for ages, and I've been meaning to get one fitted, and winter's about to kick in. So I thought, right, rather than get it fixed, it's 15-year-old, I'm going to get a new one. And I got exactly the same one, but now that 15 years later, they make the same one, but they make it a little bit shorter on the sides, not as deep. So I ended up with, well, it's behind me, it's a Worcester Bosch, but if you look around the sides of it, you can see the plaster, because it's now a little bit smaller than it was at the sides, and the box that was made for above it is now not quite coming down to where it is. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been making myself, people, look at this. I'm going to show me work off to the class. This is a replacement box for that one above the boiler. And I've also got paint and all sorts there. And over a couple of sessions, I bought myself a workbench and everything, people. Really going for the old DIY here, you know what I mean? So I've been sawing, I've been doing all sorts. But anyway, I took today off because I thought I'm going to get second session of making me wooden box and get the paint and all that sort of stuff. Early doors, so anyway, the whole day turned into chaos, so I only got a few hours to work on it. I did get the box kind of done. But yesterday, that aside, another thing what happened was I was in the middle of that. I went to B&Q really early doors this morning because I wanted to get it out of the way, so I was there at 8:15. And then I could see my email blowing up, even though I'd taken the day off, that something was wrong at work, at my day job. So I thought, right, I'm going to have to get logged on when I get home and see what's going on with that. So that took up hours of time. By the time I got that sorted out, I only had the afternoon. I was like, what is going on with the universe? And in the middle of doing that, I'm working away, and the boiler was fitted well over a week ago now. It must be a few weeks I've had it. And the door goes, as I'm in the middle of talking to someone at work about what might be wrong. The door goes, flagging us up, by the way. I'm in the middle of watching the Scotland game, which is why I'm wearing my Scotland top. Scotland-Moldova are currently playing. It's 0-0. And if we win this, we're through. Anyway, so I'm in the middle of doing that. My door goes, and I'm like, what? Who's that? Right, so I go down to that, and it's the guy who fitted my boiler, and I'm like, hi mate, what's up? He goes, all right, I've Boxed been in touch with you. I was like, no one's been in touch with me. He said, I need to show you something on the boiler. Anyway, right, so he comes in and he says, right, Boxed who have done it. This whole journey's been so smooth, it's been unbelievable. And the guy who fitted it, the guy who came today, is great. But apparently, right, there's a pipe. I don't know if I'll be. Oh yeah. So this white pipe here goes out to a big thick pipe, right? And that pipe was already there, right? Because I bought pretty much like for like boilers, right? So this is a Worcester Bosch in place of a Worcester Bosch, and that pipe was already there. And so was the outside one, but he insulated the outside one because it's now part of the practice of what they do. But he turns up at the door and he goes, let me show you this on the boiler. They want me to replace that pipe they want the pipe outside, the big thick one, which is a big thick pipe, to come in all the way into through your tiles. He said, but if I do it, it's going to break all your tiles, right? And I'm like, I don't want you to break all my tiles. Well, so he said it's going to break two of them. It was going to break the two either side of it at least, because he has to drill through the wall. And I'm like, well, I said, well, is it going to affect my warranty if I don't get it done? And he's like, no, I don't think so. You just need to sign off saying you don't want it done. And I was like, fine. So then he goes away, and I say, right, we'll not do it. And then I go back up to talk to the guy at work. Then the door goes again. And I go back down, the guy's back again, and he says, well, they spoke to Boxed, and they said, well, it might affect your warranty. I said, what does that mean? What does might affect your warranty mean? Like, I need to know. So then he came in and he phoned them up while we was on speakerphone. Anyway, that whole thing took ages. Still not got a clue how they're going to sort that out, because there's no reason for them to bring in that pipe in. The only reason they want to bring the thick pipe in is for some reason they've now decided that there's a really slight chance of freezing and stuff if it gets really cold. That pipe has been there for 15 years and it's never frozen up, so there is no need for it. Anyway, we'll wait and see what comes back with it. The day before all of that happened, Skyrim, as we all know, Skyrim got its big anniversary update yesterday, and I was specifically holding off for it because I thought I'm going to do more. A lot of people have asked me to do more of that Skyrim playthrough on the PS5. We got to episode 39, which is about 50 hours worth, right? It's about 50 hours worth of gameplay, and I downloaded it. I thought, well, just try it before I go to bed last night, see what it's like, and none of my saves work. Even though I've not got mods on them, my saves don't work. I've loaded up 6 different saves, I think, and the loading screen comes up with the picture on it, and then it just goes into a black screen and never loads the game. So I don't know what's going on with that. I tweeted the Elder Scrolls account, and I've not heard anything back. So I've got no idea whether it was because, if you watch the first episode of that playthrough, I was doing that cheat thing where you can activate the mod, but then kind of deactivate it so the trophies pop up, but the 60 FPS would still run. It was only when I had on it. But the save is not a mod save. So I'm just wondering if something about that little fiddle to get the 60 FPS working has screwed the files up. But I can't see why. But anyway, none of the saves work. So there's no, that at the moment, I can't carry on that 50-hour journey. So what I've done is, I will show it off to you guys, but I'm probably going to do it on the Series X until I get an answer about what's happening on the PS5 version. So I downloaded Skyrim again on the PS5, on the Xbox Series X last night. And I'll give it a go over the weekend, probably. I'll get some episodes recorded. Don't worry, I'll do it side by side with Titanfall. Whether or not it's another full playthrough of Skyrim, I mean, you know. But we'll see how it looks. I haven't actually downloaded the Anniversary, because you have to upgrade it to by £15.99 or something. You upgrade it. I haven't done that. All I've done is allow the free update, which gives the enhanced versions to PS5 and Xbox Series X. That's all I've allowed for at the moment. Once we kind of get and see how that looks, I'll maybe download that and see if, because it's really just some extra content and stuff, creators content, creation content, whatever it's called. So we'll see. But I'm definitely going to do some footage of it for you. At the moment, it will be on the Xbox Series X until I find out what the hell's going on with the PS5. Somebody did say that mods don't work on the PS5 at the moment, which is a bit weird as well. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I mean, you can see it works on Xbox, but it doesn't work on PS5. I mean, you can already see the Microsoft influence taking over, can't you? You know what I mean? Anyway, and then I went to put my Scotland top on to watch the game, and because I literally just packed everything away from the madness that was like sewing stuff, and I had to put that box went back up. I'd taken it off. I tried my new box in its place. I need to paint it all before I put it up. I mean, it was just, this room was chaos. Like, it was stuff everywhere. It was about 8 minutes into the Scotland game before I got down, poured a beer. I've not had a beverage, people, for about 5 weeks. This is the first beer I've had. So flagons up Friday to you. Flagons up to you all. And I thought, in fact, it was the last Scotland game. The last Scotland game was when I had a beer. So I've just been that into the recording and stuff. I thought, I'll just leave my Friday chills. And that's probably the main reason I've not done the podcast either, to be fair. Because I usually sit, have a beer, record the podcast and what have you. Anyway, that's it, people. That's all I have for you, really. I mean, I just wanted to come on and say hello, talk about the madness of my week. I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on. Like, the whole week's been like that. It's just, you know, I go to put my Scotland top on and it's got stuff all down it. I must have spilled something on it when I last had it on. So before I could sit down, I had the cloth out, I was rubbing stuff off it. It's nice and clean now, people. My own fault, people, my own fault. Anyway, I don't know. The whole week's been like that. The universe has had it in for me this week. I don't know what's going on. In the grand scheme of things, people, I realise that these are very small, minor problems. There's people with far bigger problems in the world than that, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, middle class problems or what, you know what I mean? You know, I realise there's death and illness all around the world. I'm not, but you know, it just feels like the universe is against you sometimes. It's like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Leave me tiles alone, man. Anyway, we'll wait and see what comes of that, will we? Wait and see what comes of that. Anyway, quite nice to do a little vlog in here. I've not been in this room for quite a while. I used to sit here in the summers and sit on the little couch back here and record little quick cheapy vlogs for you, which was the reason I got this phone in the first place, because it had the 1080p camera on the front. so I could do proper little vlogs on the fly. But I haven't actually done a vlog for a long time. It must be about a year, because I kind of went into that sort of podcast sort of way of doing it, which is actually quite nice. But I do miss just doing, on the fly sort of little chit chats with you, just let you know what's going on in my week and that sort of stuff. But there you are. Anyway, that's what's been going on today and through the week. I am looking forward to recording far more Titan Quest for you, so I'll be cracking on my loads of that. I am looking forward to. My arm's shaking. Jesus, just holding your arm up like that. I am looking forward to doing a bit of Skyrim for you. It was just so happens that all went pear-shaped last night, so I've downloaded it on the Series X, so we'll get some of that recorded. I mean, the PS5 is feeling a little bit lonely at the minute, because I've not really done anything on it for a while, and that is purely by chance. I did download Kenna, and I started recording some Kenna. I was going to do Kenna and Diablo at the same time, one on the Xbox Series X and one on the PS5, but nobody was interested in Kenna, and that sort of fell apart. And then Skyrim was my next option, but that's now gone tits up as well. So so it's not gone to plan at all, people, at all. So there you are. Anyway, it was nice to come and say hello to you. Let me know in the comments below about anything at all, people. Any random comment about anything I've just said today. It's just been nice to come on and say hello. Flaggins up to you all, people. Flaggins up to you all. We'll zoom in on the Flaggins Up Friday glass, shall we? Flaggins up. Bought for me by my son, Aaron Brew. So there you are. It has been, yes, it has, an honour and a privilege coming to say hello to you today in this little vlog of mine. And I shall catch up with you soon, people. Take it easy. Bye.